Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany from the Empurrium, that's me. And today we're going to make the Stardust Crossbody bag by K.Azcona Designs. It's really cute. I will say, if you're a beginner, this might be a little adventurous. She has two different designs for it. There is a rounded version and a sharp version. This is the rounded version. She calls this one intermediate and the sharp version advanced, I believe. I used a vinyl that is kind of stiff. It wasn't super easy. I do have an industrial. I sewed this on my Juki DU 1181N. The machine didn't struggle, but see, like some of these, I don't know. It might just be I need to shape it a little bit more, but it's not perfect, but it came out pretty darn good, and it's really cute. So it is a glitter shaker. I hate when people tap on stuff in videos, but literally I'm just trying to show you that the glitter is moving in there. Okay, so this glitter vinyl is from More Me Know. I cannot remember the name because I took the label off of it and threw it away. I don't think they have it anymore, but they have tons of other amazing glitters. All my hardware is from More Me Know. I really love these lever guys. This Star Clear TPU is from the Empurrium. That's me. And as is this webbing. As of right now, I have both available. I don't think the webbing's going to sell anytime soon, but I will need to order some more of this vinyl. My my cork label is from the Heartwood and Hide. And I also put another one inside here. So you've got a zipper pocket in here, binding. It was fun to make. I guess it was just the challenging part, but I hope you enjoy. This is a brand new pattern. I got to test it, but this was my test, so I'm not always the greatest tester because I'm really busy, but I'm so glad that I could make a video, and I'm glad that Kim allowed me to do so. So anyways, I don't go over cutting, just sewing in this one. There's also other options. You don't have to do this applique at all. You could leave this center star off. You could do it so that it's like clear. You could do it on both sides. You could do clear straight through. Oh, we have a visitor. He wanted to play with the webbing. Oh, maybe? No? Anyways, we can sew. Hope you enjoy. Thanks. Alright, so we are going to get started on the Stardust bag. I'm really excited. I'm going to be making mine as a shaker. I have some glitters from the glitter guy. I don't know if this one is still called Olaf. I've had this for years, but I'm pretty sure this one is still called Shooting Stars. So I'm going to try using both of these, see how that goes. I've got some lining pieces here. I think that's off me. George, he's here right now. We're gonna get rid of him in a bit. I have my main lining pieces. This lining zipper pocket piece. And then we have some gusset pieces here for the zipper and the bottom. I'm using this cute zipper tape, this label from the Heartwood and Hide that I forgot I had. Oh, and we're also going to need one of these. Let's see here. We're going to do a matching one. Where is it? Here they are. Alright, so I've got my pastel. I wish I had this on a lighter color. Well, I guess they're both black, so it doesn't matter. I just ordered more too. Okay, so we'll have these. I'll probably put the Reach for the Stars inside and mine on the outside. Oh. Turn that. My laptop is exporting something right now, so. But this is going to be our front panel. Like this. Exactly, I think that's the top. So we have, this is optional. I could just do it like this. In the pattern, I believe she tells you to, so this is like your backing for this. she tells you to sew this down first, and then you'll have this over it and this over it. I can't. Oh, this is the top. Okay, the top's a little bit wider, but I think for mine this looks better like this. So I'm gonna do mine this way, and I'm thinking of just putting that right there. We'll probably do that. Here's my webbing. There are the other lining gusset pieces. There's my main zipper. Here is the back. And then, so that's my crossbody. In the pattern, she gives you the size to cut for your connectors for your crossbody strap. I'm just going to do mine in the webbing that matches instead of making them. We've got 2 clips, 2 D-rings, a slide, and then I'm going to use 2 zipper pulls. I'm also going to use this double fold bias tape. I buy this on Amazon. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront. George, you can't clean yourself up here. And then for the pattern pieces, when you put them together, you are just matching up these squares. And you've got like center markings on some of them to help you line it up when you cut them out. And then I don't think I need any of them for placements. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide them back under there. All right. I do believe we are working on this front panel first. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I guess we'll be using that soon. I'm going to get these, oh, all out of my way. All right. Let's see. George, you're going to have to move too, sir. You gotta go. Would you like to say hi? There he is. His cute little face. All right. Okay, so since we're not doing the connectors with vinyl, because that's the first thing, I guess she wants you to make the connectors and the strap first, but we'll go ahead and leave that for the end because why not? Okay, and then she goes over cutting out these pieces from each other. All right, and then in the pattern right now, you would applique this right here. But, okay, so this is wider. That's your top. This one, I guess that's the top. Okay, let's see here. I gotta place these again so I don't get confused. I think I did write the top on some of them. Okay, so this is our top here. So I'm just gonna, oh, I should put this on here first. Okay, we're gonna put this on first. Sorry. This is the first time I'm making this, so sometimes I feel guilty when I make a video the first time I make something, but then sometimes I'm like, well, if I mess up, it might be something that someone else would mess up too the first time they make it. So we're just gonna go with that. All right. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm using my fairy floss thread from Wizardry. It is the cutest pastel rainbow, and it looks so good with this print. Okay. Oh, what happened here? I didn't backstitch. What did I do? Oh, that was really short. We'll make it work. will make it work. This won't show through either because there's going to be that backing back there. This string is so short. I should have checked that that was pulled all the way out. Oh, I don't even think I had the bobbin pulled up actually. My bad. Okay, well, before you do something like this, you should check that. Because I'm struggling. Could probably use like my hemostats, but we got it. We're good. Okay, so now I'm going to line this up on here and then line this up. I'm going to put a piece of tape on the back of it to help me keep it in place. As soon as okay, there's the start of my tape. I think if I stand up, all right, let's see. Okay, I mean, this could still move a little too. All right, so we're gonna stitch around this and I'm gonna pull my threads to the back. Okay, I have long tails. And then take your time on this. You're probably gonna have to pivot a bunch. The shorter your stitch length, the better your curve might look. I went back to a 4.5, which is my normal stitch length, really. You just do whatever works the best for you. If this wasn't TPU vinyl on my machine right here, I would maybe be able to guide it more instead of having to go so slow, but it's really not bad. I'm trying to stay at 1/8 of an inch, but I feel like I've maybe strayed a tiny bit. I don't think it looks bad. I think it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one through before I get closer. Come on. Come on. Okay. There we go. You want to make sure that it's flat too and you don't end up with like a bubble, which I'm trying to make sure doesn't happen. You could tape it down more than I did too. One thing I thought about too was literally putting this on top and layering it and stitching, and then the glitter would just go around there, but I was like, is that maybe overkill? So I didn't do it. I'm gonna tie these first and then pull that one through. The vinyl is not wanting to give up the thread today. There we go. I think it's the combination of the thicker vinyl and the TPU together. Oh, I guess I probably don't want these showing through there, so let's see here. I'm going to melt these down so they're not showing. Oh, this is looking cute. Okay, so now since we didn't sew it onto there, okay, what we have to do now cut out. Okay, so we're supposed to lay this on top of this. Do you end up with 2 rows of stitching? Okay, that's what I need to know real quick here. Yes, okay. Good. I was like, I don't want to mess up. Okay. So we can tape this on. So I'm just going to cut some pieces of tape and put them around. George, what are you doing? I think George has been stealing stuffed animals off of my shelves down here, and he's been taking them upstairs. And I thought he was just about to steal another one while I was watching. Like, I'll, my bedroom's on the 2nd floor, and then this is the basement. But I'll come down the steps in the morning, and there'll be, like, a Pusheen stuffed animal at the bottom of my steps. And I'll be like, George, was this you? He's been carrying a Totoro stuffed animal around, too. There we go. Alright. Okay. So that is the top. At least we can see through this. Okay, I'm going to stand up again. Try not to block anything. And then we're trying to line the star we just sewed on so that it is centered. And I'm looking like here. Mainly. I feel like it's a star, like anyone really going to be able to tell? But maybe they can. Oh, that is cute. So, so cute. Oh, goodness. All right. So now that we've got that in place, we are going to... Okay, so we're going to put our glitter in... Wait, hang on. Use clips. Okay, now we lay it on top of here. Okay, so more tape. You know, I tell my kids, like, hey, I'm going to go record a video, and my child is singing at the top of his lungs. Okay, we have to leave an opening. So, I'm only going to do 4 this time. Anyways, if you heard my child singing Life is a Highway, sorry. Alright, so the wide part is the top. Maybe we should lay it down on top of it. Okay. Thankfully, just as long... Okay, well, maybe it was better to do it this way. Try to center it. Okay, it is big enough that it isn't, like, critical. Okay, so this is where I'm starting. Okay, so you're supposed to leave this open and not backstitch. My only problem with doing it where I leave an opening to fill it is I'm using variegated thread. So unless I pull it through until it I guess I could do... Okay, I'll do that. Sorry. Little indecisive. Okay, so we're going to leave our opening like right here. So we're going to stitch around. Ooh. Can't see my machine. It's too fast. Even if I... Like, if I barely give it any juice, it's like we're not going anywhere. That's okay. Alright, so these straight parts, though... If you have a synchronizer, this part is probably easier for you. But I have to keep adjusting my turn wheel. It's worth it. I know it's worth it. Curves are something that can be very daunting, but as long as you take your time, the end result is great. And just like when we do corners and we want our needle to be coming back up before we pivot, that's something that'll help you on the curves also, because what it is you're finishing your stitch. And apparently I'm just pulling the needle completely out. It's okay. You can't tell, thankfully. Whew. I think I was too caught up in the sparkle of the vinyl. Okay, so I have left my hole. Most of that looks pretty good. There's a couple spots where you can tell it isn't as round as maybe would like it, but I think it's fine. Okay, so yeah, pull your thread tails to the back and tie them off. Also, when I cut out my TPU piece, I did not perfectly cut it out. I just cut it out as best I could around the pattern piece because I have a really hard time cutting. Or no, what it was is I traced everything else because of the curves, but it's really hard to trace stuff onto TPU vinyl, so I just cut around it best I could. So I think I'm going to cut a little of that off now, just because clearly there is no reason to have that all sticking out here. Okay, not bad. Okay, so now we get to put our glitter in here. We're putting it between the TPU and the back. Oh, and she gives you a great suggestion. You can put non-edible clay sprinkles or confetti in, but don't use candy sprinkles because they will rot and melt. So, fun facts from Kim. Okay, she used a funnel. I don't have a funnel. I guess I could make one with some paper. Let's see. Do I have paper, like, right here? I do. Alright. Not the most desirable piece of paper, but we have a very half-done funnel. I don't want to use, like, too much, but what is too much? Oh, that's cute. Okay, yeah, and I want to put this in because it's like iridescent. It won't show much, but like just enough. I don't know. There's kind of no going back, so hopefully it's good. Let's see. Why not? Okay. Yeah, I don't want like... Oh, there's glitter going places. It's fine. If you don't like glitter, maybe skip that. Oh, this is fun because it's just white behind it. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. It's enough without being too much. Maybe, hopefully. We're gonna go with that. Alright. So now that we have our glitter in there, and I'm gonna try to get it away from there. We are going to stitch the opening closed, and you're going to want to keep all the glitter and sprinkles away. You're not going to backstitch. You're going to pull the threads to the back and tie them off. So you're going to want to go in the hole that you made on your last stitch. And you're going to want to stop. Oh, that was almost perfect. In the hole that you have on the other end. Words are just not with me today. Okay, so we're pulling to the back again, and we are tying these off. Alright, so there is that. Okay, and then it says you can go around it again if you would like. I think I like the way it looks. Just like this is fine. I don't think the glitter is getting out of my top stitch. I think it's fine. Okay, so now the next step is to apply the main backing stabilizer to the back. And I do believe that this piece is the same piece for the main backing stabilizer. Because I'm using my industrial, I am going to just put this on foam and baste it down. And I'm going to do that on both of these. So mine is not going to be out of the seam allowance. But I do suggest doing it this way. She uses a self-adhesive foam. So she just attaches it down. But I don't have any self-adhesive foam, so that's not something I could do. And I can't fuse foam to this right now. So I'm going to grab my foam. Well, now we have Donut visiting. He says hi. Okay. Anyways, so what I did was, like I said, I am just going to baste my foam on. So I very roughly cut around it and clipped it on. And I am just going to baste around there. Donut! Oh my goodness, cat. Sorry, he went up on my laptop, and like I said earlier, I was exporting and now I'm uploading a video. It's fine. He walked right across it. So this part, I am just trying to stay on the vinyl. No one but the people watching this and me, okay, I'm not staying on it very well, are going to see this. I might have to, nah, it should be fine. Bless you, Donut. I had debated cutting the foam to the size it was supposed to be and putting some like double-sided tape. But I've never done that, and I was like, what if it doesn't work right? I don't know. Anyways, this is what I'm doing. And we'll find out if it works. But like I said, if your machine can't handle having the foam all the way into the seam allowance, like, because we got to put the gusset on and we got to put the lining on, you're definitely going to want to do it the way the pattern tells you to. And she's got pictures in there to show you. And if you're not doing the applique on the front, you could just fuse the stabilizer on too. Okay, so now I have to painstakingly cut around here. So I'm trying to go under the foam so it's just... I told my child, like, I took a break and went upstairs when I was, you know, in between clips. And I was like, hey, remember when I was like, I'm going to record? Why are you singing? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, life is a highway. And he's like, oh. Well, now I hear him being loud up there again. At least I think it was him. I don't know. It's fine. There's one. I almost debated, like, do I need the foam on this one because we have all those layers? So I was like, why not? Let's do it. I only went off it like 3 times right there. Okay, so those are good to go. We are going to take our completed front and our lining piece for that, and we're going to put them together and clip and then we are going to baste this. Oh, this is so cute. I'm so excited to see it finished. So there is our completed front panel. It's just fun like this. Like, it's so... Okay. I'm gonna stop. Okay. On the back, you're supposed to mark the centers. I am going to fold this in half and give it a little press. I can see it. Alright, so the pattern piece for this pocket piece has markings on it, but I'm going to make sure this is okay. So right here, this is centered. I'm going to grab my zipper pocket ruler, and then I'm gonna line this up best I can so that it's centered, and then gonna make some markings, and I'm gonna stop there and there. So what I like to do is, okay, so she's got a measurement here, so you can measure down, and then you would have your dashed lines. Yeah, okay, so she just has you stitch from here to here and here to here, and that's what I do too. And then you could also trace out your box inside of here, but I honestly wing it. So anyways, you could clip this down if you need to. Okay, I have a basting stitch, so we're gonna go down. I like doing 4 for these right here. So now I take my seam ripper and I get this started, and then I've been using these real sharp tie scissors. I have these in my Amazon storefront too. They're cute, they're pink, and they are sharp. Like they will cut you. But anyways, so I just get in there in the center and go to about like there, and then you're just angling in as close to those corners as you can get without cutting your stitches. And I like to press right here, press right here, and then I will put that through, give it a little press again, and then I start putting clips in it, and I'm just finger pressing. You can iron if you need to. You're going to want to iron from the right side of the waterproof canvas only, and try to just like use steam. You don't want to iron waterproof canvas too much because it could melt. So I really just finger press mine. And then sometimes if I'm doing like multiple things or working on a bag that I've made a lot, I will do this step and leave it clipped while I work on another one. I think for this, probably the only thing really to do right now is to make the crossbody strap while I would wait for this, but so maybe if I was making it and I wasn't recording, I would do that. But clipping it, and then you want to make sure you pull a little at the corners, and see, that's nice and square. Oh, you know what? I just realized I don't have a zipper pull for this pocket. I'm just gonna grab one of my pop tab pulls. They are my favorite. They're my go-to, especially for an inside pocket like this. Oh, and I gotta remember, we're gonna put this on the inside here. Where is my zipper tape for the pot? Oh, I was looking right at it. Okay. Woo. Alright, so I'm gonna go over the zipper real quick and put this on. And I like to try to keep it at the end. Alright, so I want the zipper to close this way. So I'm going to start taking a couple clips out, making sure it's pressed down real good though. And I will clip this while breaking a clip so that that is completely centered right there. And I'm going to make sure that the pull is out of my way. And while I make sure, oh, we want to be far enough away that we're not on that zipper pull. So you want the zipper to be centered, leaving just a little gap. And you're going to start stitching around. Probably take all the clips out now. Okay. But you want to make sure that it's a nice straight line with the zipper. Oh, I'm still on a 4. That's fine. Okay. And then make sure that this is still folded nice and that you've got that nice straight line again. Okay, I'm going to take these clips off so that I can pinch this here. And once you get at least halfway, so we've still got this opening, you want the needle to be down to lift the foot and move the zipper. I do really like the narrow foot for this step. Seems like it sits nicely. So there's our zipper. I'm gonna trim right here. That was lovely. And then this is gonna get folded up and we're gonna stitch around the 3 sides. So, making sure I'm right. Yes. All right. You want to move that zipper pull into the middle so it's not near where you're sewing. We're just lining this up. And then sometimes this spot gets a little funky because you had the zipper there. Actually, I think my piece might have been a little weird when I cut it. I forgot about that. It's fine. It's the inside zipper pocket. No one's gonna see that spot. So again, just stitching around and you're folding the mane out of your way as you go. Make sure your zipper pull is on your way too. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna put this here. I think it's a good spot to put a little label here. I might need to go over a touch. There. All right. Well, I think I'm just gonna give this one a little back stitch since it's on the inside. It's cute. That's really cute. Okay, so now we're going to baste this to our back panel piece. So just like we did the other side. So with the zipper pocket on there, it might give you a little problem if anything puckered anywhere, so just line it up and go. Changed my stitch length back to a basting stitch. Okay, so like right there wants to pull away a little bit. So there is, I must not have cut around that foam as well on this side. Okay, there is our back panel, and I'm going to leave this zipper in the middle because we definitely don't want to sew that when we're doing the rest. I think we're going to make our crossbody strap quick, and then we will work on the gusset. Okay, so I've grabbed all of my gusset pieces, the zipper, and the zipper pulls. I'm gonna take care of this crossbody strap and the connectors real quick. Okay, so for this very moment, I'm just going to put my D-ring connectors, well, I'm going to put my D-rings on the webbing D-ring connectors that I made. And then I'm going to clip them, and then they will be ready when we get to the gusset. Okay. I don't know if I sealed these. I really like the webbing that I sell. It's not like one that frays a ton, but you still need to seal it. So what I like to do is I'm going to go in on the adjuster, and then I like to fold maybe like 3/4 of an inch down, so that tucks the raw edge in. And then I'm just going to sew 2 lines across. back stitching at the start and stops of each line. So just like that. Oh, and my little jump stitch. Gonna trim it away and then do a little bit of heat seal there. Okay, so then we're gonna want to make sure that we don't twist this. So this is not twisted. We're gonna take one of our clips and put it in this way. So it's on the bottom. You want this folded in piece to be on the inside of your loop. So we're gonna go over and under. And then, so see, that is on there and this goes on the outside, it's not facing in. So then this is our top. We're going to go like this. And yes, still our top. And again, I'm just gonna fold that under a little and do this. I'm going to stitch that down again the same way I just did. If you would like to use rivets, you can. In the pattern, she uses rivets. You could do like a box stitch too. I do that sometimes. Okay, crossbody strap is ready to go. Alright, so I'm just gonna wrap that up and it is ready and waiting. So the next thing we're gonna do is grab our zipper tape, our zipper gusset lining pieces, and our zipper gusset exterior pieces. I'm not going to put my pulls on quite yet. So in the pattern, she has you use double-sided tape for this. You absolutely can. I tend not to tape on these. So I cut my zipper tape so it's plenty long enough to hang out on the ends. And then I'm just going to make sure it's hanging off of both ends and start clipping that down right sides together. Maybe one of these days I'll use tape on all of my zipper panels. Just, it's not today. Okay, so you could base this on, but I'm gonna opt to just go ahead and put my lining on there and clip it down. Something you want to be mindful of is that you're paying attention to the seam allowance in this pattern because it does change on different steps. Okay. And I have to change my foot because I need the comfort of knowing I'm doing the right seam allowance right here. This zipper is a 1/4 of an inch. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and sew this together. And then we will fold this open and excuse me, top stitch. And we're gonna go all the way around in a box. So we're going to be basically basting these pieces together. Okay, so I clipped that. I'm gonna go ahead and just start here. And then I will gently pull as I'm top stitching this down. You just want to make sure that it's even the whole way, or you'll end up with a wavy zipper. And then you'll repeat that for the other side, but that's what that looks right there. Okay, so we've got this side. Now we're going to do the other side. You're going to want to make sure that you line this up on each side. I could have made center markings. Probably would have been good. But you know, it's fine. Okay. So these, that should, yes, okay. Again, I'm just clipping this together. And then I will put the lining on top. Okay, so we're gonna stitch that on. And then again, we're gonna open it up and stitch all the way around. So you can kind of like press it, but then just like last time, I'm gonna match these up. George is trying to walk across a whole pile of vinyl, so if you hear an avalanche, it was George. Ooh, I need like a cat cam. Just like an extra little camera in the corner. I need to do it for lives, but I feel like for tutorials maybe we should focus. Because everyone would be like, I missed this step. I was watching the cat. And then you'd have to like go back. That's what would happen to me. This zipper tape with this vinyl and this thread is like a dream. It is so cute. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we are going to have to put our zipper pulls on. So just heat those a little. When you are doing a double zipper pull, it is extra important that you put the zipper pulls on so that you don't get a bubble. So I always make sure I pay attention to which side was on the top, and it was the right. So I want to try to line the tape up, and then I'll look and see, and yep, I got the right one. So same with this. This zipper tape is kind of hard to see. Alright, so it's the right again. And even if you're using a zipper jig or a fork or something like that, you're going to want to make sure that you're putting in the right side first. And you can kind of back up. It takes a little getting used to. Yep, there we go. Come on. Okay, so you can push them together and see how those line up perfectly. If one was off, you'd kind of get like a bubble on the side, but that is exactly what it should look like. Okay, so now we're gonna put our connectors on for the crossbody strap. I'm going to trim this down, but I am going to heat seal this again, just so nothing frays funny. Alright, so she says to put these so that they are hanging over by an inch. So I'm going to make a mark at an inch on them, just to help me. Okay, so we're centering them. So it basically just overlaps on the sides from the zipper tape. Then I'm going to clip those on there. Same thing on this side. You can kind of just feel where it should be. Alright, and then we're going to baste those on. Me and my family is being real loud. If you can hear them, I don't even know what they're doing. My boyfriend and my daughter are playing. Okay, so we've got that like that. And now we're going to take the gusset piece and put it on here. So she says, no, zipper tape can sometimes vary in width. And if the gusset is too narrow, just center it. You will make it work. Oh man, mine matches up perfect. Not the brag, but I'm going to brag. That's good. Doesn't always happen, okay? But you make it work. Today it's real good. Okay, so we've got right side to right side, and then we're gonna take the lining, and we're also going to right side that with the lining, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, so you'll get like kind of like this loop. But that's what you want. Okay. So we're going to sew through all the layers on both sides. Make sure that your D-ring is out as far as it can go. You don't want to sew through that. I promise. Not a good time. Don't recommend it. I'm going to give a little back stitch on each side of my connector. Okay. And then repeat that for the other side. Again, just a little back stitch. And you can use a stiletto here to help you keep that in place if you need to. We're going to open this up like so. And you're going to want to pull this so that you got it like laying flat. And then I'm going to put a clip here to start. And I'm going to do that on this side too. So see, I'm just kind of pulling, and then I'm going to pinch like right here. So I've got this loop and that is centered. And then I will clip the rest of this down. You want to make sure you don't have bunching. I'm having a bad clip day. Alright, so we are going to stitch all the way around this. So I'm gonna flip it this way, and I'm gonna start on one of the sides. See if I can do this so you can see as much as possible. So we are top stitching through here. So I actually would like that to be just a touch closer. So make sure you got it lined up where you want it for your top stitch, and make sure that everything is pulled how it should be. This is a lot of layers in that spot, so be mindful. Alright, and then you're just going down the side. It's easier to have that on that side, but I was trying to make sure that you could see more. Okay, again, get lined up where you need to be. Make sure you pull it. If you need, you could use a hump jumper right in there, depending on your machine. I guess it would be on each side. Ignore that. Either way, I'm trying to keep it out of the way so you can see better. So we have a gusset. You can put a rivet here and here if you would like. I am going to, I think it looks nice. So once I rivet that, we just have to attach these and sew it all on and bind it, and then we will be done. Probably the hardest part coming up, but we got this. Hello, Donut. Alright, so I real quick did a test clip around this piece and then I undid it because I wanted to do it one time so I didn't fail doing it with everyone. So I am snipping the centers for the top and the bottom of the panel, and then I already did it on this one, and then I folded together these seams and flattened down my gusset and clipped these. I tried doing another one and another marking, and it didn't work right. So this is what we're gonna do. We are going to find our center snips for the top and clip that in a couple spots, and then we're going to find our center snips for the bottom and clip that there. I got it to kind of like just fit, so we are going to be making some snips. I just think that if I at least add some snips, it'll help ease it in. I am using some decently stiff vinyl. In my head, I was like, this will give it a good structure, but keep in mind that if you also choose stiff vinyl, you might struggle a little, because this is basically all curves. I do plan to put staples in. However, that said, I would like to stop breaking my clips today. Okay, I'm going to try to clip around all the way before I start with the staples. I just kind of want to make sure that I have it fitting first. Okay. I'm trying to only make snips where the outside curves are. I'm trying really hard to keep this in view for you. I can already tell this is working better with the snips than when I tried it real quick without. Okay, let's go up here and kind of work our way down a little. Probably safe to staple right here to start though. Sorry. Oh, Donut found a broken clip. And if you find a spot you need to snip, just go ahead and snip. I'm not going to make snips on the inside curves. I can't remember convex and concave, so one is one and one is the other. The knowledge is just not in my head today, so. Oh, this is definitely going better. I'm excited. Oh, that is real thick right there. I have to bust out some more clips. Yeah, this very thick. Lots of layers. Alright, well that side looks great with 5 billion clips. I'm going to go ahead and toss a staple there and a staple there. Just aiming to get a couple of those curved spots so that nothing can shift, and so that maybe I can have a couple clips back. Okay, we only have a little bit left. Not too bad. I say that, but we have another side, so it's fine. These snips are nice because you don't have to make them like separate at all if you don't need it in that specific spot at the moment. So I definitely think that is the way to go. now I just need to get this to fit for this last curve. Okay, well, I'm holding it here. Just gonna do that. Okay, I don't always use this many staples, however, we're gonna do it. I'm debating putting my narrow foot on because we are supposed to just baste this down. Okay, I'm going to. Just so it's kind of out of the way if needed, I guess I would say. And I am definitely going to be using my stiletto as I go. So this looks really cute. I hope it still looks cute after I sew it. It's fine. We've got this. I'm going to be sewing through my staples, I think. Maybe. It's fine. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to keep everything lined up as I go. I probably could have, that might have been easier. I'm not sure. Who knows? Okay, come on, slide over. So again, stiffer vinyl is harder for this. I definitely wouldn't try the sharp version, like this is the rounded version. I wouldn't try doing the sharper version with this like hard stiffer vinyl. And this vinyl isn't like, it's not super stiff, it's just the curves. we're getting there. I'd say we're about 3/4 of the way. Maybe. I think. Alright, let's see if we caught everything for starters. Oh, hey. I think we did? Maybe? Oh. That's kind of close. It's hard because it's a base. Okay, well, it definitely is caught now. Okay, that looks pretty darn good. I'm gonna try to get these staples out. Oh, there's so many. Okay. I saw someone, I think it was Shannon from Knotted Threads. She puts a magnet, whoa, on her machine to catch the staples. And I was like, well, that's smart. Okay, but now they're just sticking to my screwdriver. That's trying. Okay, that magnet is too strong. So we're just gonna try to put them in the trash as we go. Oh, I think that one is broken in half. So, staples are great. Ow. Until you need to remove them and they don't want to come out. And I thought I had pliers right here and I don't. So we are going to push that down, and I don't think it's going anywhere. And once the binding is on that too, all will be well. Okay. I think we got them all. Let's see what this looks like. Just want to make sure nothing looks too weird. I mean, we still have to bind it, but are you ready? I'm ready. Oh gosh, that's cute. Looks like we'll have to do a little finessing, but that's pretty darn cute. I think the thickness here is gonna kind of affect that, but we'll definitely have to go in a little on our seam allowance when we put the binding on, because we have some thread sticking out from the basting. But again, we literally just basted that on. So, we get to do it again. Alright, there's our top, the wider one. So, I think this time we're going to try that. Alright. So, I'm going to line right there up and give it a staple. And then I'm going to line that up and give it a, oh, see, I didn't even staple on it. Jeez. Okay. Try that again. Line those up right there. Oh, look at that. Did it. Okay. So we had made some snips here. For our top curve. Sorry if you hear my printer. I have like 600 some sublimation large format pages to print out for a project, so she's gonna be running a lot the next couple weeks. Okay. Yeah, I just throw them on the floor. It's okay. That's how I know. Alright. This is definitely a little interesting with the other side already on there. I'm trying to like look too, like at which spot was it? Because I want it to match up. I think that's important. Yeah, okay. So get some snips going. Okay, we should be able to clip it away now. I'm afraid. Okay, I think it's okay. At least on this side, it kind of holds itself for you a little bit. Like, it's kind of nice. Not gonna lie. Almost there. It's so many clips. Okay. I do think that is good. Like, I don't think it's like shifted funny or anything. That looks straight. that mostly looks straight. I think we're good. Oh, we need to throw some staples up in here. Kind of feel like this is a you can't have too many staples one, perhaps. There we go. Round 2. So it does get a little awkward with the shape now all in the way. Ow. Kind of hard to see. Like, I know you probably can't see much, but if it makes you feel better, I can't see as much as I would like either. We're getting there. The only thing that stinks about binding is you have to do this 2 more times. It's alright. Got this. I'm gonna say this side might not be as good as my other side, but if that's true, at least it's the back of the bag. I got everything sewn on. Okay, I can tell the circle curve there is decent, but it did go in a little. However, everything feels smooth. I caught everything that I wanted to catch. So, we are going to take these staples out and get this bound and finished. Did I go all the way around already? Maybe I didn't put as many in on that side? I guess not. It felt like I put a lot in. Maybe not. Okay. I'm going to just barely trim that to help when I put this binding on. Okay. So the binding I'm using is a double fold bias. It comes on a big old spool. I get it from Amazon. I really like using it. It's kind of my go-to. Oh yeah, if you start at the top, no one can really see it. Okay. I might switch my foot back. Yeah. For the seam allowance. But we're gonna go ahead and clip. I almost feel like not clipping this on and just going as no, I'm gonna clip it on. I can't remember if I finished my thought. This binding is linked in my Amazon storefront. It comes in a bunch of colors, like, and it's a big spool. So I think, like, one of my favorite things is knowing, like, oh yeah, I definitely have pink binding. I have it in a couple colors. I really want to order it in some more. I'm just trying to make sure it's even on both sides as I go. And when it's pushed all the way onto the seam. Almost there. So when I get to the end, I just like cut it at an angle. And then overlap the last piece. And then I usually fold this in. It's a little bit difficult with all these curves. Alright. So I'm just going to switch my foot. Okay, here goes nothing. We are definitely, oh goodness, this is crazy. Okay, so we're gonna be using a stiletto to assist. Yeah, this is a little interesting. I'm really hoping my curves will still look good because it's kind of hard to tell where the edge is. Like, I tried to push the bias tape in as far as I could. Oh, well, I hear it all works so much better if you have bobbin thread. Okay, it wasn't completely out, but it broke. And let's see here. This one should last. I was just thinking when I was clipping that too. I was like, you know what? I'm on my first bobbin. Joke's on me. Okay. Oh wow. There must have been a staple in there still, I think. Because this popped into the back. That is wild. Okay, well, we learned something. Let's see. I made it around that whole curve. Let's call it a practice round. I think I am just going to fold that down instead of trying to like overlap fold it, because with the curve it's not working as well. All right. Now that we practiced, I kind of feel like my main focus is making sure that my curves are good. And then if I don't catch both sides, I will just fix it afterwards. Yeah, it's starting to like bunch, so I'm trying to hold it down. I am worried that I might end up with a pucker or two. That is crazy too, that the spot I started in is where that staple was. Like it could have been in any spot. This is why we use a stiletto. I've got a feeling that there are definitely plenty of spots where I missed the back of this binding. Guess we're gonna find out. How bad is it? At least 4. Well, 1, 2, 3. That's actually, that's better than I thought it was gonna be. I gotta be, like, so honest. Alright, let's see if we can fix this. I don't know. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I will fix that on my cylinder arm later. It doesn't affect how the bag will like be, so all is well. Yeah. Okay, because it's hard for me to get it the right way, but I don't think I caused any like new puckers. I do see, so like there's a basting stitch right there. I might end up like picking it out. Hey, Donut. However, everything else looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and bind this other side. Sorry if the camera's shaking. It was Donut. Shocking, I know. If you struggle on this, like, don't be hard on yourself, because this is a lot of curves. Like, you might look at it and be like, oh, it's just a bunch of curves, it's not very complicated, but in reality, it is. Like, a lot of people are terrified of curves, and I mean, with good reason. It's a lot easier to sew a straight line than it is a curve. So, like, if you make one of these and it doesn't come out well, but you're like, man, I really, really, really want to make a good one, do it. Try again. I think the inside curves are harder than the outside curves. This probably would be a lot easier to do on my cylinder arm, because you can just maneuver it easier. Like, things being in your way aren't in your way as much. So I'm trying to use the cylinder arm in some videos, but not in all of them, because I know that is a machine that not everyone has. this. Don't look at those sweats. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to focus on this instead of talk. Do you ever just like get so in the zone, but you're like focusing on the bag, but you're also like contemplating your whole entire life? Just me? Okay. I feel like this is about where I got on the other side when I was afraid that it was really gonna ripple on me. Okay, stay in there. no. Didn't have the needle down. I lifted the knee lift. Alright, okay, what'd I say? I thought I messed up at least 5 times on the front. I bet. That's so weird. I got it everywhere. I can't believe it. That is a little, I don't know how that happened. Oh, that's probably where I lifted it. Otherwise, it looks like very nice and even around there. Like, I think we're ready to turn it. Yeah, I'll try to fix those later. Even if I have to, like, hand sew it to just, like, tack it down a little. It's fine. Oh, I think I did get, maybe not. It looks like a pucker, but I'm not sure. Okay, well, we won't be taking any inside pictures of this, but that's really not necessary anyways. So, here goes nothing. Ugh. I don't know why, but, like, why is it so difficult to birth bags that have binding? Like, you're like, yay, there's no birthing hole. Like, this is a huge opening. Maybe it's because I just make them too stiff. I like a bag with structure. Most of the time. Some of the time, I don't know. I've had a long day. I feel like this is probably one where you have to kind of just really push out the corners and kind of mold it. Like, it might not look perfect instantly, but it'll get there. Yeah, I definitely have a couple spots where you can see basting stitches, but I don't really think I can go around again. So what I'll do is probably literally just pick out those basting stitches, because all they're doing is holding, well, they're not holding anything anymore now that everything is together. This one is really gonna bother me the most. So I'm just gonna, yeah, anyways, I will clean that up on my own. Yeah, I think if you stuffed the bag too, that would help. However, it's so cute. It's really cute. I think my friend wants this bag, so hopefully she will love it. There it is. Yeah, I think just like play with it a little, stuff it, whatever. So yes, I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't scare you away from making it at all. I would just say for your gusset, maybe go with a softer, more pliable vinyl than what I used, unless you're up for the challenge. But yeah, it's so cute. So again, this is the Stardust bag by K.Azcona Designs, and it is super adorable. I love it. I hope you have a great day. If you haven't subscribed I would absolutely love if you did. Thank you so much. Bye.